Brigitte, Macron, and Vanessa Paradis led mourners today as France's fashion set arrived in Paris to pay tribute to the elegance and beauty of Jane Birkin. Joining the First Lady was the singer's surviving daughters Charlotte Gainsbourg, 51, and Lou Doillon, 40, who cut somber figures as they headed into the funeral. Charlotte's children and Jane's grandchildren Alice and Ben Attal looked emotional as they walked into the Saint-Roch church in Paris, while Jane's songs were blasted on speakers on the streets of the French capital with hundreds of people watching form the street. Jane died following a long battle with cancer. She was 76. Singer Alice and Ben Attal delivered a eulogy to the singer, noting how she would now reunite with former lover Serge Gainsbourg, her late daughter Kate Barry, as well as her parents, friends, and dogs. Mr. Doillon added that many wanted to be the singer, who is also famed for being the inspiration for the Hermes Birkin bag, and praised her macabre British humor. Dressed appropriately in all black was Brigitte Macron, the wife of French President Emmanuel Macron. The First Lady, who is considered one of the chystest women in France, was joined by many French actors, including Vanessa Paradis, the ex-wife of Johnny Depp, and her new husband, French filmmaker Samuel Benchetrit. French film stars José Garcia, Catherine Deneuve, and Sandrine Kiberlin also turned up to mourn the star. Ms. Birkin's music echoed around the streets of Paris as the members of the public gathered in the street to mourn the muse. A crowd built up around the church of Saint-Roch, as a close friend said she was preparing to rejoin loved ones, including former boyfriend Serge Gainsbourg. Recalling the Anglo-French show business star who died last Sunday week, singer Alice and Ben Attal said, "My Jane, thank you for your talent. Your elegant and natural beauty, your pungent, macabre, and British humor accompanied our gloomy adolescence. We wanted to be you or Serge." Mr. Doillon recalled others who had died, including Mr. Gainsbourg and Ms. Birkin's eldest daughter, Kate Barry, who fell from 80 feet from a window of her apartment in Paris in 2013. "You will find your parents, Kate, Serge, your friends, and your dogs. And we will miss you terribly," Mr. Doillon said. Marianne Faithfull, another English singer who adopted Paris as her home, posted the words, "My dearest Jane is gone." All listened to some of Ms. Birkin's hit songs, notably from the 1969 studio album Jane Birkin, Serge Gainsbourg, which were played from giant speakers outside Saint-Roch. Ms. Birkin had fought a fierce battle against cancer before her death. She had described her leukemia, which she was diagnosed with in 1998, as a not very painful cancer, but in May she canceled a series of concerts when it got worse. She said at the time, "I have always been a great optimist, and I realized that I still need a little time to be able again on stage and with you." She died on her first night alone in 2 years, as she tried to gain independence from fighting cancer. Ms. Birkin was best known as the former lover of Mr. Gainsbourg, whom she first met in 1969 while co-starring in the French satirical romantic comedy. Ms. Birkin was 21 at the time and had moved to France with her toddler daughter, Kate Barry, after a brief marriage to the James Bond composer John Barry. Ms. Birkin and Gainsbourg's sexually explicit song, Je t'aime, Moi non plus, was a worldwide hit, reaching #1 in the UK charts. This was despite it being banned from a number of stations, because it was considered too risque. French President Emmanuel Macron described Ms. Birkin as a complete artist. Her voice was as sweet as her convictions were ardent. Her legacy to us is songs and images that will not leave us.